Hey everybody, for day number 13, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenging one, but your challenge is to write a note of appreciation and send it out to any family member that you struggled or are struggling to love. Looking forward to seeing what comes about of this.
Hey guys, Evan here from San Francisco, day 13. Very cool challenge actually. I found it very rewarding, and after sending the note I actually felt a little bit liberated. Had someone in my family who I sort of had some struggles with over the years, sort of one of those only people in my life that I've had a few issues with, and I think it's just a matter of, I've always sort of pushed my ideas onto them rather than sort of just doing my own thing and letting them live their life. And that's sort of the way love is sometimes. You try to push it onto people and show it, like if they're doing something, but it's probably not the best for them, you try to sort of, tell them, which is never the best way. It's so I've just sent a nice note saying that sometimes my actions are probably, they come from a great place, but sometimes they're not perceived that way. So it was really nice just to open that dialogue, and I look forward to continuing that conversation.
Hey, it's Tim from San Francisco, and today I got the pleasure to write a note of appreciation to my sister-in-law, who unfortunately I haven't been able to get as close with, but it was a perfect opportunity to share that appreciation, because what I learned was I feel that as much as I may not be as close with her, she's doing a lot for our family, and just took some time to share that sincere gratitude for all the things that she's been able to do, including really opening up my brother and bringing my niece into the world and more. So feeling very delighted right now that I was able to spend that time to share that appreciation for her, because she's just doing so much for the family, and I get to spend some time to thank her for that.
Hi there, Daily Art Tribe. This is Devika from San Francisco, and today, in writing a note of appreciation to a family member that I struggle to love, I wrote a note of appreciation to my brother, and I intend to give it to him on Saturday when I see him as we embark on an 8-day family vacation together. So I'm hoping that timing also will be a great jumping off point for us to spend a lot of concentrated time together, which we haven't done in about a year and a half. So what did I learn from this challenge? I learned that these challenges that we're doing and kindness have a lot of the same characters, if you will. So I think two big characters for today for me were both forgiveness and empathy. In being able to reach out to somebody you struggle to love, you can't just jump right in, or I can't just jump right in, I'll speak for myself. I had to first sit and forgive him and myself for anger I have towards him, and I also had to empathize and try to see his life from his perspective as best as I can, and only then could I really affirm and acknowledge the things in him that I value and want to highlight through this note. So I did a metta meditation, and I even wrote in my note, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be loved, because that is what the process was for me to even be able to get in a place to write some honest, authentic feelings towards him.
Hi, this is Noemi from Pacifica. Today I wrote a letter of appreciation to my aunt. She is the only sister of my dad, and there were 4 boys in the family, and she was the only girl. And I'm not very close to her because I realized that my mom used to call her out as a negative example, and also used to compare me to her if she wanted to point out something in my personality that she didn't like. So my mom's perspective put a distance between us, and today, by writing the letter of appreciation and focusing on her and on her beauty, I reclaim that connection that we have. and that was really beautiful. So I am very grateful for this. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Tatiana and I am in Ubud, Bali now. For today's challenge, I have decided to write a letter to my father. It's a long story, but me and my father haven't been talking for almost 2 years and we have been in conflict. It was a long time ago. Now we kind of in a good relationships. We talk, we share things, but we're still not so close. So I decided to share with him all the challenges and struggles I have been through, and also explain him what it taught me and how it helped me to become who I am today. So I'm very grateful for all that. So yeah, thanks for this reminder.
Hey everyone, Chelsea from San Francisco. So for today's challenge, I sent a note to my father, whom I don't have much of a relationship with, and my family, the rest of my family, doesn't have too much of a relationship with either. He's gone through some really depressive states, especially recently, where he feels like he really lacks a purpose for living and that he hasn't really contributed anything good to his life or to myself or my brother, and that he really hasn't had too much of a positive impact on our family. So I decided this was a perfect opportunity to send him a very sincere note of appreciation and gratitude for how amazing he was as a father, especially when I was younger and growing up, and how he still is an amazing father, and how I'm so lucky to have him and call him my dad. So what I've learned is really to offer love and gratitude to people that may be struggling or that you may be struggling to love, because your words can have such an impact on how somebody perceives themselves, how they go about their daily life, and how they kind of perceive the rest of the world and the future that they might have. And so also speaking to others in a way that acknowledges their value and their place in the world, and really letting them know how important they are to you, because you never know how they might be feeling. How I feel very forgiving, especially after that previous challenge where we had said a note of forgiveness. And with this challenge, I feel very open-hearted and willing to love somebody that may not be showing me love back all the time, but I know that love is still there.
Hey everyone, Salman here. I sent my father a note today. I didn't write him a letter, but I sent him a note on WhatsApp expressing how much gratitude I have for him as a father and how much he means to me. And I feel very relieved. I think this was something I've been meaning to do for a long time. Something this weekend inspired me to do this, and I think Tim is really, with this challenge, been the catalyst for me to go and actually make it happen. But I feel very relieved to express words to someone who has done so much to me, but whose actions I've taken for granted. So this has been so gratifying and joyful for me to do. And what I learned is that it can be difficult to share something that you think is taken as fact, and maybe hearing that for the first time actually it may have more of an impact than what I originally would have expected, or that he may really just come to appreciate that I took the time out to say things that is just almost just taken as fact or taken for granted. I don't know. I think it's I just feel very, very, very warm and blessed to be able to have done that. So it's a good day.
I recently had the chance to tell my brother how much I appreciate him and his contribution to our family and the impact he had. And yeah, I still feel like he's really underappreciated. So the chance to write him a note and lay it all out on how much he's done for me and for the family, and let him know that I believe in him and I love him felt really important. I think he gives a lot to the world and gets overlooked, and he can be abrasive at times, so the love can get lost in the bickering. And so I really feel good thanking him, because I think so few people do, myself included. So it's a good opportunity, and I think I'll be pretty excited to see something in the mail with his name on it too.
Hey everyone, it's Jamie Sekou from Los Angeles, California. So today's challenge was to write a letter of appreciation to a family member who you are struggling to love. And so when I wrote that note to a family member who I haven't spoken to in a really long time, it felt weird and odd. But at the same time, I'm at a place in my life where I have also realized that we have a finite amount of time here on Earth, and that tomorrow is not even a guarantee. So I'm glad I did it and just leaned into the challenge. And sometimes it just takes that 1 second of that leap of faith.